Hi Jason, this is Coach Smart from National Infield Camps. Thanks for sending us your video. Let's get right to your evaluation. First thing we notice is how late you present your glove to the baseball. Okay, we want to get those hands out and extended when the ball is 5 to 7 feet away instead of the last 2 or 3 feet. It'll lead to a lot less errors for you, I can guarantee you. Second thing is where you catch the baseball. It's away on the right hand side of your stance instead of being on the left hand side of your stance. We call that a right eye catch, and we're looking for left eye catches. Catching on the right makes it real hard for you to field through the baseball. And as the game speeds up on you, you're going to have to really concentrate on fielding through the ball because the runner's going to get faster, of course, as you get older. You're going to see one of our former campers, a college guy, you and him side by side at the time of the catch, and you can see where he's catching the baseball compared to where you are. You're also going to see how much lower he is in the ground than you are. You're kind of bending at the waist, and he's sinking his hips. That arrow's pointed to his left elbow, which is bent, and your left elbow is locked out because of where you're catching a baseball. So make sure you catch that baseball on your left hand side of your stance, or off your left eye, or inside your left foot. Anything that helps you remember to do it, but just get it on your left hand side. Because see, he's going to feel through the ball much easier from that position than you are. It's going to be a little more laborious for you to get to where you need to go as far as your setup for you to throw across the diamond. Next you're going to see is you catching a ball hit right at you. Again, you're going to see how late on where you catch a baseball. It's so far back in your stance. You should be catching that ball somewhere out in here someplace instead of where you do. We got to get your hands to reach out so you keep that vision and feel throughout the play. We're going to put up one of our former campers and a Division I middle infielder. You're going to see right away, right as the ball's hit, he's going to get that glove pointed out and present that glove to the baseball. Hands together, off his left eye. Makes it much easier for him to field through the ball. And he has to, because at the level he's playing at, the runners are, getting down that line pretty fast at the Division I level. The next ground ball here is to your left. It looks like you're trying to time it. Your timing gets kind of screwed up. You end up having to reach the last second and throw across your body. Again, you're going to watch our Division I guy get over here, and he's going to get that ball, and then he's going to, watch here. He's going to throw his thumb to the left to help set his feet and square his shoulders off. His feet actually both come off the ground there as he does that. Now his shoulders are perfectly lined up to his target, which makes it much easier for him to throw the baseball with more velocity and more accuracy. Next ground ball is a backhand, which again you see you're kind of bending over and not really sinking your hips. Your arm is completely locked out here on the side here. Your left arm is locked out. We want that thing bent. We want that get the feel of pinching the ball as it goes by and letting it a little deeper in your stance instead of catching it so far out in front. And most of that has to deal with how high you are above the ground. We're going to see the same kind of play here from one of our guys. You're just going to see how soon he gets his glove open to the baseball, presented to the ball before it comes into the frame, and then we'll stop it there. You can see how close his bare hand is to the ground, how close his knee is to the ground. He's sinking at the hips while you are bending at the waist. So you want to really be able to get down in your legs in order to make that play the correct way. Keep thinking, Jason, to field underneath the level of the baseball. That's a real key term for you, underneath the level of the baseball. Okay, so we're going to go into double plays here. First thing you notice is that glove. Boy, it just stands out like a sore thumb there. You turn it over at the very last second as the ball arrives, maybe 2 feet in front of you, 3 feet in front of you. That's too late. This is a shortstop underhand flip and follow feed, it looks like. And when we get to this point here, your left foot should already be pointing kind of out this way. You want to tie that foot in to second base to open up a space for you to throw the baseball. And you kind of flip it up in the air and kind of stop. Make sure your momentum takes you past the bag. Here's our Division I guy. You'll watch him. You watch him take the last 2 steps he takes are going to be right, left. But watch what he does with his left foot on his last step before he catches the ground ball. Comes in right, and then you see that foot turn towards the bag. Now he's got an easy way for him to throw. Gets rid of the glove, shows the second baseman the baseball, and flips and follows. Here's another double play. A little farther away from second base now at shortstop. You're going to catch the ball and stand up. And while you're doing all that, Jason, while you're standing up in that motion, you're standing up. It doesn't seem like a lot probably to you, but that runner's flying down that line, so you got to make sure you get, you stay low when you throw that baseball. Don't take the time it takes to stand up. Gonna watch our guy where he catches the baseball right there, and he's gonna stay near that level. He's gonna come up a little bit, but he might get up to this high, but he's not gonna stand up. He's gonna come up a little bit and throw here. He stays underneath that level of the ball, and you can see that baseball has a upward angle towards second base, and that's really important for the second baseman because it makes it much easier for him to deflect the baseball, to accelerate the double play. Here you come across the pivot and you get real out of control here. You're not breaking down behind the bag, so you end up coming across the bag too fast, and it doesn't put you in a good position to throw the baseball. There's 4 moves. The first move is to break down behind the bag, just like that. Break down behind the bag, and then step to catch with your left foot and your left hand. Hands go together. The third move is to drag and square off at the bag. Get your shoulders lined up to first base. Drag, square. And the last move is to throw the baseball. So that's a great way to practice it too. Have so many flippy balls and just do it step by step. And then as you get good at it, you can start flying through it a little bit better and going faster with it. Going to see it one more time here. Break down, step to catch, drag and square, and throw off your left foot. Okay, here's a second base pivot, it looks like at second base. You're going to come across the bag. I guess it's third base or number 3 here on the football field. And then kind of throw off balance. Here's a proper way to do it. Get to that good set position right there. Athletic, knees bent, hands together, shoulders facing third base. There's a picture of it live there. He comes across the bag. So here's a couple things to work on, Jason. Number 1, your biggest thing is your fielding position. Make sure you get to the point where you can, do this for just 5 minutes a night or 10 minutes a night. Just walk up, have somebody watch you, get next to a mirror, but get to that good fielding position. We call it the triangle fielding position. And your glove is the apex of the triangle off your left eye. And just do that 5 or 10 times. Here's a good drill for the fielding through the baseball. Have somebody kneel down in front of you and then come up and throw that baseball across the diamond. That's a great drill to get a feel for fielding through the ball off your left eye. So hopefully in a couple months you can work your butt off a little bit and get better. End up looking something like this. Where you come up, get a little brace step, a little Latin action there. Hands out extended. High glove catches. And away you go. So Jason, that's all I have for you. If you have any questions, don't feel free to call us or email us at www.nationalinfieldcamps.com. Thanks, buddy. Bye-bye.